Hello and welcome to this honest review of HumanPal. I'm Big G Video and I make videos about making videos. This introduction has been made just using HumanPal.
So I've logged into HumanPal and I've arrived in this dashboard. So there's a message from Paul Pona here, and there's a little bit about some updates, and you can get to tutorials, etc. And you can see all the other products that you can buy potentially. But in this review today, I'm going to go through HumanPal, talk about what I think, show you how to use it, and talk about the costs and the overall value of the package. I must say, so far in using it, I am very impressed. So we're going to go to create a video. So we click on create a video. Now, one of the things that has really impressed me is we can change the aspect ratio. So this interface does look very similar to Avatar Builder, which is something I also use and I've done a review of, and you can see that here. But you're limited to 16:9 ratio in Avatar Builder. In HumanPal, you can go for mobile, which is going to be on 9:16. So we can see we've got some templates. Now, HumanPal is template driven. So we've got a green screen one, colors. This one looks very good, and this one is more like a story for Instagram. Let's go back to our landscape and let's just look at the templates we've got in the landscape. So we've got boxes with our text appearing in the boxes and different ways that they appear. They reveal, they fade in, static. We've got mock-ups. Now this news one looks really good, and this one looks really professional as well, as does this. And we've got this video in a video. I think that might be useful. We've got boxes here, and we've got typography. We've got typewriter, and we've got isometric text and slideshows. So I really don't have time to go through all of these, but certainly I might do a follow-up review if people are commenting that they'd like to see that. So let's just pick this mock-ups one here. So we've picked our template, we go to next. And here we've got a chance to further refine the template style we're going to use. Is it a phone mock-up? Is it a watch mock-up? Etc. Website promo. There's lots and lots of subcategories for each template. Now it's worth saying that there are no upgrades, and that is so refreshing to see. You pay one price and you get everything, which is so refreshing to see for this type of software. I'm going to go for the phone mockup. I've not used this before, so we're going to see what it's like. Now here we can pick the appearance of our avatar. So we have various actors and we have various ways they're presented: casual, formal, medical. We have different genders. Some have glasses and not glasses. I think that's a really nice touch. I've been using Chris with glasses because I'm a glasses wearer. Out of all these people, and the people we're looking at seem very diverse and very inclusive, which is really nice to see, I think I still look the most like Chris. I'm going to go up and I'm going to pick Chris. And I think I'm going to go for Chris formal with glasses. So I click next. Now this is really text-to-speech software. You can import your audio. I've not tried this yet. I might do that if enough people would like to see that feature. But what we can do is we can have different languages or different variations of the same language. So it defaults to US English. I live in the UK, I'm British, so I'm going to pick British English. And then we can pick from quite a lot of voices, and you can try out the voices. Brian appears in lots of these text-to-speech softwares. Frederick is the one I like the most. I think that's the most authentic. What we do is we just type our script in. So I'm going to type it in. I'm going to speed it up in the edit. Here we go. You probably saw that sped up, and that's a good idea. Now we can put background music on that as well, and we can adjust the volume as well. I'm going to go for mod piano. I don't know what mod piano sounds like, and I'm going to drop the volume down to 10. And I've done all I can here, so I go to next. Essentially, your text is broken up into slides, so it auto breaks things up into slides. If you want to change things, you can add things in, and it goes in the preview and it goes in here. And you're given how many characters you've got left and the total characters. And that's quite important because you don't want to put so much text on your video or your slide that it can't be read. So as you're going to see on this screen, we can enable subtitles. So we can not have subtitles and have it spoken, or we can click this and subtitles will come up. We can pick our color. I'm going to go for the default of white text on a black background. You can't have your subtitles in a different language to your speaking language though. So now we've got our scenes. We can see more what they're like. We can customize our human pal. Not really sure what that does. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I can add a photo. I'm not going to look at this at the moment. And we can edit our text if we want to. We can also upload media or add in media. And upload is a little bit misleading because if I click here, we can search through Pixabay, Pexels and Premium. I don't know what Premium is, but it's included. In Avatar Builder, you had to take an upgrade to get access to Premium. Go for this one. And what we can do, we can remove the background if we want automatically, or we can do some editing. So I'm going to make sure it fits in the screen. So I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to click confirm. And it goes there just to show us the media we're using. So it's not inserted into here, but it will be in the video. We can swap the scenes around and we can add additional scenes between, at the start or at the end. Now I'm going to click on this slide and I'm going to go to upload. Now let's go to Pexels and let's look again for YouTube. But instead of going for images, I'm going to look for a video. And I'm going to click this video. I'm going to click select. Now I can't crop this like you can on an image because it's video. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm just going to go with it. So we've written our text, we've picked our avatar, we've put our scenes together, we've put media in, and now we're going to go to next. And I'm going to just call this demo, and I'm going to pick 1080p. I don't know why anyone would pick 720, and I'm going to click here for create video. Now there is a bit of a wait, and when I was using Avatar Builder, sometimes things just didn't get made. I've not had any problems with this so far, and this is at launch, and typically if you're going to see bugs and problems and issues, it's going to be at launch. I've not seen any. They can take a while to generate. Compared to Yepic AI, I think it's ever so slightly quicker. That's a non-scientific test. So while I'm waiting for this to be made, I'm going to go here to Human Photo Generator, because this is also included, and we can create pictures of humans. I can specify emotions, gender, age, ethnicity, eye color, hair length. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for male, and I'm going to go for hair color of brown, and let's see what we get. So very quickly, we have had pictures generated. Now, it tells me up here that these are all humans who don't exist. So there must be AI. I don't know. So I can click on this one and I can just save the image. I'm going to change it though. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it on all, take it off male, and I'm going to go for elderly. And let's see what happens now. Okay, so we've got some. It all looks very good. I'm not sure he's elderly, but there we are. He's very young, looking for his age. So that's something else you get. And like I say, there are no upgrades because you get everything in the package. So this is the sales page. And if you are thinking about getting it, you must note this coupon code of human. That's really important because it gives you $79 off. So if we go down here, there are two payment plans. There's one where you pay in 4 payments, and that's $276, and there's one for $197. And I think that includes your human code already. So you'll notice it's quite a lot more than you would typically expect to pay. You typically expect to pay $37 or $69, that type of outlay, but this is a lot more. But they are saying that there's no upgrades. So there's no upgrades, no monthly fees, everything's included, and it's all up there from the start. So there's no additional upgrades or upsells or extra sales. You get everything. You get a commercial license, you get everything I've shown you, and this human face generator. You get this face swap. Now that might be the thing where you could customize the avatar that I didn't look into. But again, if people would like to see that, please put a note in the comment and I will go more in depth into that. So my video has rendered and that took 24 minutes to render, and I've come straight back. So it's not a speedy render. So what we can do, we can download the video, we can preview it, we can go back and edit it if we want to. That would require re-rendering, and we can clone the project. So you might think, I want to just make a slight change, so I'll clone it and then go and edit it, or we can delete it, and all our videos stay in here. So let's have a look at it.
Hi guys, this is Big G Video. I'm just making a demo of the new Human Pal software. What do you think? Is it any good and does it interest you? Bye.
So let's talk about conclusions for this software. Now, for my honest reviews, I'm making a sort of score sheet at the end, which I think is quite useful. And I've broken it down into the following categories. The software does what it should. Does it have any bugs? Is it good value for money? And just going over what it doesn't do. And I think that's really important for these type of softwares where you don't get a free trial. Does it do what it does? Absolutely. You can make unlimited, and I say unlimited, there's no limits to this because you've bought everything in one go. You can make unlimited videos that has a person speaking and it's all text to speech, and best of all, it's landscape or portrait. I think the software does exactly what you want and does exactly what it should. I'm giving it top marks 5. Is it free from bugs? Well, you know what? I haven't encountered any bugs, so I can only say yes to that. If I find there are any bugs, I will raise them in any subsequent videos I do. Is it good value for money? Yes and no. So they've given you everything and there's no upgrades, and I applaud that. I think that's really good. However, what that means is it's great for someone who uses it all the time. You don't have to shell out for upgrades. You don't, things aren't hidden behind a paywall. You know, you don't have to do any upgrades. Fantastic. But that isn't so good for a casual user, because for a casual user, you'd rather pay less money and not have all the features. I think I'm going to have to give it a really high score for value for money. And I'm just going to have to take off a little bit because it's not so good for casual users. But certainly the upgrades and all those other things do annoy me. So I think it is good. You get good videos, as we've seen from that video I just saw. Really good video. And you can go and make human faces, although I suspect you can probably do that on other websites. Now let's talk about what it doesn't do. Your videos are limited to 1 minute. That's all. There's no 4K. I don't think that's a problem because you're not going to need 4K for this type of video. It's going to go on social media and YouTube, and HD is fine. And the video rendering takes quite long, but then look at what's being made. And I think compared to other services, and again, I'm going to call out Yepic AI because I have good experience with that, it's quicker than Yepic AI. So 24 minutes seems like a long time, and it is certainly not a deal breaker, and it's certainly not the worst. I think it's overall really good, and it gets an 18 out of 20 from me. Let me know if you would like to see other videos about this, you'd like me to explore some of the features in more detail. Let me know in the comments, and I can do subsequent reviews, tutorials and other things if there is sufficient interest. But I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching this review. Thank you. Goodbye.